didn't give them the time of day, you know. So it's about those relationships, and the business part of it. I talked about earlier about in school you just think about make a profit, make a profit. But in life, that's not what it's all about. Not to me.
No.
Money doesn't drive me. People do, and the success that people have, or the relationships that people have. Everyone has a different idea of what success is in their mind. Some people it is money. Some people it's time. You know. Some people it's family. You know. So each person has a different measuring stick of what success is to them. And I guess what business has taught me is that it gives me an opportunity to help other people. It gives me time. Because in a business with this recession lately, there's not much profits. You know? Profits. Because you look back over the last 3-4 years, food, energy costs have just gone through the roof. But for us, our menu prices are fixed. They're not like barcode scanned or like you drive by the service station in the morning and you look back and it went up 3 cents, you know. Our menus are stuck with those prices for 6 months at a time. And we haven't raised our prices in probably 2.5 years now. But all the costs have gone up through the roof. So, but our main thing was to keep our people employed. We haven't laid off a single person yet. And keep our sales steady, which they have been. And, you know, it's about, it gives me and our company an opportunity to give back to the community. That's what really drives me. Thanks.
You might want to try something, guys. How many people get in an elevator, and what's the first thing you do when you get in the elevator? Press the button. No.
Are you by yourself?
No, there's people in there, right? And we're all looking at the light, right? Oh, number. Right? You got 5, 6 people in the room. Do you know that those people are your best opportunity? Where are you going to get people in 4 walls? Right? I mean, where are they going? I do this a lot. I'm currently doing some work at the Ilokai. And a lot of people, so I go up and down the elevator quite often. So you get these people come in, a lot of people traveling, right? They get in the elevator. First thing, and I sit in there, and I'll stand there, I'm in my shorts. I say, oh, you're here on vacation? Yeah. I said, they say, yeah, we're from Canada. I tell them, spend a lot of money. And they laugh, right? And I said, no, I'm serious. I want you to spend a lot of money here because we want it for our economy. It just breaks the ice. You're in that elevator, what are they going to say? And then they start talking. Oh, yeah, we're from Canada, and we're here the first day. My point is, they're customers. They're potential customers. You don't know who they are. Mm-hmm. They could be one of the richest people in the world. They could be leaders of nations. You don't know who they are. Last week, I was in Atlanta, Georgia, and I went to the Jimmy Carter, President Carter's library, and it was for the March of Dimes, because I chair the board here in Hawaii, so we had a thing here. And this is on 36 acres of land. And as we were walking around, it turns out that Mrs. Carter was there with some ladies. But you wouldn't know it. They were just like normal people. My point is that I could have walked past Mrs. Carter and I wouldn't even known it. And you gotta, that's why I'm saying, you've gotta, when you meet people, just smile. Because you don't know who the heck you're meeting. It's worth it. Try it in the elevator next time when you're going in. And take a look what people are doing.
I have actually tried that. Thank you for that advice. We have another question from Mr. Michael Hall.
Thank you for sharing your expertise, and I like that about elevators. I don't feel so weird. I'm the only person that talks in elevators. But I was going to ask you for a little bit of maybe practical advice for us here today. I belong to this great networking group and a couple of others. I've built my small business through networking. But we all seem to face the same problem. We'd all like to see the 38 of us here tonight, this group expand. And every networking group I go to is looking for more members. What advice might you give to us individually that we might be able to do to expand our membership in this group, which has a lot of benefits for a lot of people, but as you well know, it's hard to get people to join networking groups.
Well, I would just tell you, today it's very difficult to get people to do anything. You know, again, like I said, I chair a number of boards, and one of the things is you get new members coming in and you get just as many going out. And it's a problem that we all face. And so one of the things you might want to try is changing the venues. And I've spoken to Brody and Brandon about this many times. You know, there's places on this island where you'll never get an opportunity to meet. For example, how many of you have been in the States of Hawaii Supreme Court? Have you ever been inside that room? It's a fabulous place. What a place to hold a meeting. Or to see one of the Board of Water Supply water tunnels here. Places that are unusual, you will get people to come. You will get your membership to come because it's someplace that they will never ever get to go. So that's one thing I would suggest. And the second thing is get good speakers because people want to come to where that's at. But a good venue, a different venue, an odd place where they'll never get to go, and something like here. Maybe you should go see like the University of Hawaii, the athletic director, Jim Donovan, and see if he'll take you on a tour of the back of the house, what goes on in the back there. And then have your meeting. Great networking opportunity. Captured audience, great way to work.
All right, how about we take all of the tables that have not raised their cards on their tables yet and raise them up high so that our speakers can see them. And we'll have Lane take a word or two. So yeah, we have a whole bunch of words you can choose from here. We have value, integrity, women, wealth, healthcare, children. We have contempt. We have branding, legacy, happiness, economy, marketing, current news and events.
Everything's
My goodness, I could write a book.
healthcare, huh?
Okay, health, what did you see? Healthcare, what?
Economy.
Wealth and health.
There's wealth and healthcare, economy.
Fuel. I want to take on fuel.
You want to take on fuel?
I want to take on fuel. I want to take on fuel. Hawaii, fuel. I mean, it's fuel. Why would I take that on? Because we're 95% of our economy runs on fuel here in the state of Hawaii. Unbelievable. We are the most, we are so vulnerable for our economy to collapse here in the state of Hawaii. We're the only state that's at this higher rate, 95%. So what can we do about it? You can get involved. You can participate with saving our resources here. Energy, solar, electric cars, buying green, buying local, taking care of where you wash your cars in the water. We got to reduce our consumption here in the state of Hawaii on fuel. We just can no longer do it. We will run out. It is becoming a serious problem. And so for me, it might be a small thing, but it touches on all those other words that are here. Our economy, our wealth, our health, our happiness. It drives a lot. We are so damn dependent. And more importantly, we export all of that money for that fuel out of the state of Hawaii. So we're not gaining on it. So to me, that's a big issue.
Bruce talked about health and what he eats, and I'm the same way. One thing, I don't wake up at 3:30 in the morning.
That's an old habit from construction.
But what time do I wake up? 6 o'clock. Yeah. But so I go to sleep like, I don't know, 12 o'clock,
Oh,
wake up at
God.
6 o'clock. I know.
I can't make it.
But I really believe, like, it's all healthcare come up over there, yeah?
Yeah.
And
It's a big
happiness
one.
and all that. And a lot of times, I think people don't take enough care of their body, which is a precious temple, and that's what I believe in. So I work out. I work out like Bruce said, like whatever to each his own kind of thing. I like to work out at least probably 2-3 times a week. It actually gives me a lot more energy, helps me think
And then
clearer.
go to Big City Diner and eat banana pancakes.
With sugar-free syrup, though. But you watch what you eat, what you drink, get enough rest, get exercise. I think that prevention to illness is very key.
Absolutely.
And because if you don't take care of yourself, how are you going to take care of the others that you may, in your company that you're leading, or your children, whatever? I think is very important. And a lot of people spend more money on their cars than they do on themselves as far as taking care of, whether it's a gym membership or was it a
That's right.
What's that? Zumba is real big now. Huh? You do Zumba?
No, I don't do Zumba.
But I think that's very important. To make an investment in your own health, and really live it.
That's a good point.
Amen to that.
Thank-
We have one more question from our audience, Mr. Michael Boyer.
Does anyone else feel lazy for waking up at 7 a.m.? And, I do. I actually probably feel better about myself. But now I have a question for you, and thanks both for coming. It's been a fantastic for me tonight. I'm really lucky right now. I have a great group of mentors, and they had me read a book about a year ago called The E Myth. And I don't know if you've ever read it, by Michael Gerber, E standing for entrepreneurial. And for me, it really defined what it means to really be an entrepreneur. It's not just having your own business. And I went through that book with a red pen, a highlighter, and it's something that I'm gonna read it once a year. It's just a phenomenal book. So that was a book that really helped me get my mindset around what it means to be a business owner. So I'm wondering if you two have one specific book or one or two books that you would really suggest any aspiring entrepreneur or a business owner to make sure that they read.
Hello. The $1 million attitude.
Because I read magazines.
You know, I don't have a specific book that I would allude to, but I do believe a lot though in keeping informed of what goes on here in my community, and because to me that's the pulse of what's happening, whether it's that local paper, the local politics, the local crime, whatever it's going on. To me, that gives me an insight of what people are about, what the people are feeling, and what's happening. And so, to me, books are good. Don't get me wrong. I think the book that comes to mind for me was Hillary Clinton. You know, I was amazed that if you get a chance to read her book, and the other one was the former mayor of New York, Rudolph Giuliani. Two good books that I would tell you. These are great leaders, but these are people that, like you and I, wake up every day with that same kind of attitude. They got to go to work. They went to school, and